This is Wireless 101 with Emmett Delaney. A quick overview of wireless networking as it relates to security. On most laptops to connect, simply right-click and choose to connect to a network. A list of available networks will appear. As you mouse over them, you'll see the strength of the signal as well as the security used. In this case, we see AU Wireless is unsecured and not using any security, so we will connect to it. A warning will appear. We'll choose to go ahead and ignore that. By clicking the box to save this connection, that will add it to the preferred networks, which is important later on. You'll now see that it's connected. We can choose to go to the Network and Sharing Center. At the Network and Sharing Center, this is an overview of all the networking that it sees at the moment, including the details for our wireless connection. So we can see the signal strength is 24 megabytes per second and other variables that are associated with that. If we look at the properties, you can see there's a security tab at the top right. The security tab is where we can choose to use different forms of security. The ones that are available will appear in the drop-down box. In this case, we're going to leave it as being unsecured for demonstration purposes only there, and close out of the dialog box. If we look at the files that are shared, it will show what others can access on this network, in this case none. And we can also see what resources are shared. So on this particular computer, we're sharing the printers and nothing further, not an issue with that. You can choose to look at various things over on the left. You'll see the choices that are there. Here's where the preferred networks appear. We'd much rather have the secure network, if it is available, be used above the insecure, so we'll just change the preferred order there. And so Kleenex 7 becomes the one that is preferred over the other. Close out of this dialog box. We're back into our Network and Sharing Center, and you will notice that we can look at the different possible networks that are there. The local area connection is not connected at this point. The properties for the wireless, however, will appear very similar to the two of them. Here is where we can configure the internet protocol. We can configure the other clients that are available. In this case, it's configured to automatically get those things, the DNS, the IP settings, and the WINS configuration. The sharing tab is where you turn on internet connection sharing, and that's the dangerous setting, because then you're actually using your computer as a router or gateway to the rest of the network. On the Network and Sharing Center tab, you can choose to map and see what else is available out there. Notice this will only occur if it is set to private and not public. The way you change that configuration is clicking the Customize setting. Notice that the private is where you can see computers and devices while also making your computer discoverable. So private and public are actually misnomers in terms of that. Once we are done, we'll close out of that and come back here. Let's get out of the AU Wireless, since it is an unsecured network, just simply by choosing Disconnect From and then choosing our network from there. And you'll notice that it will turn to a box across the top. If you want to connect to a wireless network that is not advertising, you can do so by choosing to enter the SSID name as well as the passphrase that's necessary there. It will not tell you if either of those two values are correct or incorrect. This has been an overview of wireless